Vanakkam. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of TEF 2020 team, it is a pleasure to meet you all in your first podcast session. And you all know that TEF has been conducting technical seminars regularly, and most of our seminars were either sponsored seminars from speakers outside or from the companies. And occasionally we have been given our TEF members to present their papers or presentations on certain special subjects or some emerging technologies. And there have been a lot of requests from our members to give them an opportunity, a dedicated opportunity, a sessions for them to present. And we have been working out, and this is our first initiative to conduct a podcast specifically only for our TEF members. And today is a special day because this is going to be our first podcast session. And today we have with us our own TEF committee member, Mr.Maniyarasu, who is a senior project engineer from KGOC, and today he is here with us to present one of his technical presentation. Vanakkam sir.
Welcome. Thanks for your nice introduction. Good evening everyone. Thanks for TEF 2025 team for giving me opportunity to discuss about one of the emerging technology, which is artificial intelligence. That is our today's topic. How we can tap the power of artificial intelligence in our process industry. Actually, adaptation of artificial intelligence in the manufacturing industries has happened long before. If you see these manufacturing industries, there are many automated robots you can see in the assembly line or in the weldings or in the material handling, things like that. However, in the oil and gas industry, people are relying on tradition and proven technologies. They are reluctant to adopt the new innovations. So I think now AI has made way in every industries, and it's a time for oil and gas industry also to tap the potential of AI. It can help to achieve operational efficiency or in the sustainable development in oil and gas industry, and also people are talking about this emission control and things like that. So let's discuss about. If you see the basics of AI, actually it's a technology that enables computers and machines to mimic some kind of human learning, right? So, it can understand the things, and it can help in problem solving and decision making, things like that. So, the applications and devices with the AI can identify objects. They can understand and respond to the human languages, like we have chatbots and things like that, right? So they can learn new information based on the experience, and it can recommend some suggestions, like in our day-to-day search applications, or in the you can see this many purchase applications and all those things. It will make the recommendations and to the recommendation to the users. They can also act independently. No need of human intervention and things like that. Actually, the AI to work, we have to feed a lot of training data, right? So once if you feed the data, it will analyze the data and it will try to create some kind of correlations and patterns. And using this pattern, it will try to predict the futures, right? So that is how that AI normally it works. Actually, the collected data, the programs are written such a way that the collected data are analyzed with some kind of algorithms. And as time goes by, it creates its own. It tries to identify pattern from the data which we fed, and this one. So AI can do many things, right? It can automate some routine and repetitive things, and
that's what, as you said, sir. So things this AI is being implemented everywhere.
Yeah.
And currently, so our industrial advancements, it has gone, into unimaginable into fields. Okay. So how now currently how AI, how it can be integrated into our current industrial expansions or advancements. So how AI can be integrated into our industrial?
See, AI can help to automate your routine and repetitive tasks, things like collection of the data and collection of the data and what do you call it? It enables faster and more accurate predictions, right, and reliable data-driven decisions, and it can reduce the human errors, right, in various ways, like guiding people through proper steps and flagging potential in case of any abnormalities and things like that. And it is always available, right? It is always available around the clock, and it delivers consistent performance every time, right? So and also it can handle dangerous works like handling radioactive materials, some explosives, and even it can help to make some deep ocean surveys and high altitude surveys and long pipe route surveys and things like that.
Fine, sir. So this AI, what so far what you said is all like industries like it's a kind of just automobile industries or other kind of assembly lines and handling entities and those kind of stuffs. But currently, as we are in Kuwait, and especially as we all our engineers, most of them are in oil and gas. How AI can be utilized in oil and gas, or how oil and gas can get benefit from the this emerging AI technology?
Good. Actually, today our discussion all about this the thing. See, people used to say data is a new oil, right? So data is valuable, but if it is unprocessed, then it is not useful. As you know, from the crude oil, value is derived by processing the crude oil into gas, naphtha, or petrol, or something like that. Similar way, the data has to be broken down, analyzed, and interpreted to derive the value. Okay, AI can help to analyze the data. So, due to advancement of computing, oil and gas industry developed lot of data which needs to be analyzed, interpreted, and decisions to be made. Okay, for example, in oil and gas industry, the role of reservoir engineer is to analyze tons of electromagnetic and seismic data to discover new hydrocarbon deposits, right? And to find out the optimal location of the wells. The traditional approach is manual, and it is expensive, risky, and it is prone to mistakes, right? As it heavily relies on human framework. Decisions about drilling well is to be made. Okay, any wrong drilling spot can cost huge amount to the company. Okay, AI can help to reduce the errors and improve the accuracy of predicting the reservoir and predicting the location of the well and things like that. Okay, with and also in a running plant we create lot of real-time data, right? So the historical data are created, and there are many data, right? There are engineering data, maintenance data, the details are available with the subject matter expertise and all those things. So these data can be fed into AI system to create some to derive some values.
So in our oil and gas key companies, like so whether in the terms of upstream or downstream, so where the majority AI technology is being used, whether in the upstream or it's in the downstream?
See, AI is applicable everywhere. No need to differentiate whether it is upstream or downstream. And as we discussed, the data is available everywhere, right? So most of the works so far it is happening manually. So the AI can help to automate the things, and it can help to improve the accuracy of predict the patterns, and it can help to make the decisions better. For example, in process industry, we develop lots of data from concept to commissioning and to operation and maintenance and things like that. Any project stage, during any project, we develop lot of engineering data. Right from PFD, P&ID, we develop a lot of 2D drawings, and 3D models are developed, and a lot of data sheets, specifications, and simulations are made. So we find data everywhere, right? So even manuals and operating and maintenance manual and things like that. And then subsequently the facility comes to, once if it comes to operation means we develop a lot of operational data. So the operational data is derived from control systems like DCS, ESD, fire and gas systems, and there are package PLCs and these condition monitoring systems. Even nowadays, lab information systems are there. Even this many CCTV, real-time CCTV signals are there, like either this security CCTV or process CCTV, something like that. And also we have in a company lot of information technology data are available, like your enterprise resources data and financial data, purchase orders, and your maintenance work orders, things like that. These data, AI can make use of these data and derive some useful information from these data, and it can help benefits the oil and gas industries, right?
Exactly, fine, sir. So, with this data, I said the AI, how it's it's processing the data and helping us in various ways. So there is also now the current need of the hour is the most of the our plants and process industry are running 24/7. So the equipment availability or the the plant running hours is very very critical for any process industry. So in such scenario, so how AI is helping us for the equipment availability or to the maximum usability of the equipment and minimizing the downtimes. So in terms of maintenance operation, so how AI is helping us in this.
Okay, it's good. Actually, day to day we are facing this kind of problem. Particularly, people in the maintenance they know this issue very well. Means they need to keep the equipment running 24/7. So throughout the year, right? So they are facing the immense pressure to upkeep the equipment. So actually, AI can be utilized in to enhance the equipment availability. It can help to optimize the preventive maintenance, right? So it can help to extend the life of the equipment and things like that. Nowadays, this reliability action, it is happening mostly by manual process, right? So the monitoring and recording the data, it is a manual and it is error prone and it is a time consuming also. Again, AI can make use of the historical data also, like historical data. So it can help to identify patterns and it can help to predict the potential failures and optimize operations and things like that. So it can monitor the performance of the equipment and since the preventive maintenance, based on the predictions, we can reduce the frequency of the preventive maintenance. So by this way, you can utilize the high capital assets for longer duration and ensure that a safe, reliable operations also. And also it can help to flag some abnormalities, right? So AI can also help to predict the remaining useful life and things like that. The thing is, it can automate the things, it can identify the patterns, and ultimately it prevent the failures. I think now with the advent of AI and all, with the AI based you have kind of portable monitors with you can go around the facility where you can record the various parameters of the equipment and in the real time AI can analyze and it can predict the remaining health of the equipment. Based on the result, you can plan or you can decide about the maintenance requirement and things like that.
But nowadays our equipments, which is from the suppliers itself, it comes with the inbuilt AI technology, or do we do we need an additional AI software to monitor these kind of equipments to bring down the downtimes or to know about the the equipment the troubleshootings? So How is it now? Is it comes with the inbuilt with the machines, or still do we go for the third-party AI softwares?
Yeah, the thing is now, as we discussed, these data are separated. Like the package vendor or equipment vendor, he will be making some kind of data or some kind of preventive maintenance schedule or things like that, and it will be working standalone. But what we are trying to do as a plant, independent of the equipment or something like that, and there is an application to be developed. It can work independent of the manufacturer or things like that. But the thing is, the data from the manufacturer is important. That has to be integrated into the AI system. Based on the availability of the data, it can predict the features, like the remaining life of the equipment and the maintenance requirement and things like that. Like you can have kind of iPad which can scan equipment. You don't need to, it's not non-intrusive type, like it can measure the vibrations, it can measure the temperature and things like that. From the pattern AI can predict, means if there is any abnormalities in the vibration or in the temperature variation, abnormal temperature variations in any particular part, like you have different rotating part like drive end, non-drive end and things like that, and you can scan different areas, and even you can observe the acoustic sound also, right? So it can also give you some idea. In fact you have the portable detectors, like gas detectors and things like that also. So it can detect some kind of fugitive emissions and can give a lot of information. So the thing is, once the data are collected, and it is capable of analyzing the data and will give you some kind of result, like some kind of predictions, like what you need. It can guide also, right? It can guide also. Now by making the measurement, it can say, okay, only this particular part you may be having a problem. To replace this, to replace or to rectify this part, and these are all the steps, right? So the menu itself can guide you, like what is the rectification work you can do, and also if you integrate further, it can check in your warehouse whether the required spare parts are available, or what is the consumables required, and what is the frequency of this consumable, the part number and things like that. So in that way, AI can improve your reliability of the equipment.
Fine, sir. So far you're told about this AI in terms of the process optimization and the data, how you can access the data and utilize those data for the improving the reliability in terms of maintenance, spares and everything. But the very need of the hour, and where the whole world is talking about is the environmental issues. So one end we are trying to just increase all the capacities and the production cycles and etc. So, but in the other end, it is also one of the main industry which is a concern for environment is our process industry, because we are emitting a lot of gases in the atmosphere. So in terms of considering the environment, okay, so is there any possibilities where the AI can be implemented or integrated, where we can control the emissions or monitor or control, or how it can help us in terms of controlling the emissions and minimizing the pollution?
Yeah, I think you are bringing up the hot topics, like which we are which we were in discussion and things like that. And not only us, all over the world now they are more concerned about the climatic control and things like that, right?
Yeah.
So traditionally in oil and gas industry, we monitor the gas emission by fixed gas detectors, right? So in the fire and gas system, we conduct a kind of fire and gas mapping study and all, and we place the detectors in optimal locations and things like that. Now people are not satisfied with kind of fixed gas detectors, and also all the facilities have been monitored from the satellites and all, right? So they are looking for the emissions, and there are heavy penalties and things like that, right? And without controlling the emissions, people are not able to do the business itself.
Yes.
So definitely AI can help to achieve this zero emissions and things like that, right? So in addition to the point gas detectors, it gives a real-time detection, right? And there are some special type of gas cameras are available, right? Laser, optical gas imaging type of cameras available, which can produce images of emitted gas. Okay, it overlaid an image of the facility. This image shows the exact location of the gas emission, and even it can quantify, like how it can, the quantity of the gas it emitted. So the AI can analyze the image developed from these cameras, and it can give the real-time data. Apart from this, AI can help in many other ways. Like in a facility, basically we track the equipments using the tag numbers and things like that, right? So you can, as we have the sufficient data,
like asset management.
Kind of asset management. Not only asset management. Like if you know, see, you can ask you can converse with this artificial intelligence like contextual manner, like conversational manner. Like if you want to know the what is the export flow meter tag number, or what is the like from this tag number you can go with the P&ID where this flow meter is located. From there you can go to the 3D model of the facility where this flow meter is located, and even it can be you can access its data sheet and the maintenance history, like when it was calibrated and what was the performance at the time, and when is the calibration due, and even the trend of this particular flow meter, and even you can have the image, like surrounding image of this flow meter and things like that. Means you have the database, right? With the AI, you can utilize its potential to access all the data, and it will be very much useful. Not only the flow meter, like anything. Means even if you don't know the equipment which is in the facility, like what is the is there any like reboiler available in our facility? Like that you can ask. In that reboiler, what is the level transmitter is available? What is the type of level transmitter? Kind of conversational input. You can ask questions, and it will try to give the realistic answer. And also one of the other advantages, AI enabled operational maintenance tool. It can help the operators as well as the maintenance personnel to understand the equipment in operation and its a safe limit within which it can operate. And the maintenance person also can know the safe, how safely the maintenance can be performed, and also it can guide the maintenance personnel, right? So operator can experience the plant, experiment the plant operations in the offline using the AI. It will get real-time data of the facility, but it will sit away from the facility. Means it will simulate the facility functions and things like that. So even in the facility, if you see the our process facility, it is scattered everywhere. Means pipelines are running kilometers, and these oil fields are scattered in vast area. So AI-enabled robotic inspection or this drone inspection, it can capture the real-time data, right? Real-time data, and AI can analyze this data. So AI can analyze this data, and it can give some kind of predictions. Suppose somebody is trying to enter into some secured area, and it can give the real-time warning, like somebody is trying to approach or somebody is trying to compromise this safety or whatever. So it can give the real-time data of this one. It can give warnings, and it can give some kind of it can send some kind of alert messages and things like that. And there are many other applications. Means very hard to approach locations in the deep sea locations, or handling some kind of radioactive materials or some explosives and things like that. No? So these robots, robotic enabled, this AI enabled robots can assist these things. So this actually AI potential is limitless. Still people trying to explore how they can utilize the potential of AI. So we have discussed some, but there are many other applications where you can find. So this is coming up. Actually, I think the companies are moving towards adopting this AI, and it is a definite feature. And near term, we can see many applications utilizing AI is developed in our oil and gas industries as well. Yeah.
Fine, sir. So thank you very much, sir. So is there anything else that you would like to add to our members about the AI and currently, I mean, in Kuwait? So is there any, how is the possibility of AI?
Yeah, as we discussed, it is limitless actually.
Yeah.
So we are just seeing tip of the iceberg. Even the other, I mean, if you see everyday news, there are some new innovation, new development, it's coming up, right? So these technologies, once it gets matured, then slowly the adaptation will happen in oil and gas also. So oil and gas peoples are, they are still not that much fast enough to adapt into innovative technologies and things like that. They will see to that it is proven and it is somewhere utilized. There are many pilot projects has to come up. So once pilot projects are implemented and people are getting confidence, means we can see in the near future implementation in many other fields. So we just touch upon few things, but it is to just give a glimpse, there is a possibility, which is definite, it is going to come up, which we are going to see.
Sir, before concluding this, we have a few questions from our audience. So considering the time, I have taken up only 2 or 3 questions. So the first question is, what are the challenges in implementing AI technology in the process industry?
So to be short, actually convincing people in oil and gas industry is a big challenge. So if you see these people here, they are used to for the manual activity for many years or so. And the second thing is the security concerns, means there are many sensitive data are available and interfacing with different systems. So I would say these two are the major challenge. To implement AIs in the oil and gas industry.
Yeah. So the next question is, as we see AI is being taking over in all the fields, and as it is also entering into our process industry, and there is a fear coming up, so once if AI is being implemented in the process industry, there could be a possibility of reduction of human intervention in terms of the current data processing, analysis and decision makings. So are we seeing a possibility of job reduction because of AI coming into process industry?
We cannot say like that, because AI by itself it cannot do things. It can automate any one particular action of human activity, right? It cannot replace all activities of human activity, and moreover it needs lot of data. Means AI cannot eliminate man, but what it can do is it can help to make the better decisions and better productivity and things like that. Man and machine has to work together to tap the potential of AI. So that is how it is going to evolve, right? So it's not going to, maybe the new set of skill set may be required to handle this AI, things like that, and it is not going to eliminate the human intervention completely. So that is what it is going to happen.
Yeah, so that's nice. That's very interesting, sir. Okay. So thank you very much, sir. So you have been kind enough to agree to come to us for our first podcast session, and I hope this session will be beneficial for our members, and they might have enjoyed this session. And also to convey a note, it was a very short notice. We requested Mr. Maniyarasu for this podcast, and he has kindly agreed that he will present us our first podcast session. And really, it was a wonderful topic, which is the talk of the hour, and which is an emerging technology in all the fields, and especially as we are in the oil and gas, it is also in the being implemented in the oil and gas industry. And we hope that it was a very interesting session, and you members might have enjoyed it. And we hope we'll meet you in our next session. And thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.